Fellow Leo, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where we slay and where we serve. Henry, Michael, Arman, welcome my dear fellow Leo to your reading from October 13 to the 19th. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards, get some final advice. I will also pull some love messages from your person to you, as well as make an announcement about you getting a free person reading with me, which I will talk about at the end of the reading. First and foremost, dear fellow Leo, I would like to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here, for coming to the channel. Now, these are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not. Leo, my cutie patootie looking all this so scrumptious, so yummy. How you doing? You know, you should just type into the comments, fabulous, just fabulous. Fabulous, just, that's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just fabulous. Okay, is that a fool? I like that. So your challenge, Leo, from October 13 to the 19th is the Temperance. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, sorry, just had flashbacks. I just had flashbacks, Leo. Fabulous, just fabulous. So, Leo, your challenge here is the Six of Pentacles, followed by the High Priestess and the Knight of Swords. You know, a Leo would say that. That's why I'm laughing. A fellow Leo would say that. So, Leo, your challenge here has to do a lot with, you possibly could be dealing with the Sagittarius. There is a situation that you are trying to find a solution for. The Temperance here talks about patience, harmony. You know, you might be feeling disconnected from this person. Some sort of a decision is being made in the present moment, whether there is going to be a new opportunity in the present moment or not. You could be dealing with the fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, could be another Leo. I'm getting here Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. That's about it for now. The devil hasn't showed up yet. So if the Capricorn shows up, we'll talk about that. Okay, so in the recent past, dear Leo, you have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Wands. So in the recent past, I do see here you having a lot of happiness with this person, sense of celebration, sense of connection, connectedness, community also, okay? I see here an offer, possibly an age difference between you and this person, older, younger, don't matter. Could have been even a same-sex situation, doesn't have to be. But in regards to your past, I think there was a lot of happiness. What has led you to this moment, Leo, in the present moment with the Judgment, the Knight of Cups, and the Fool? There is a major realization you're having right now. I think a lot of you may not see, but someone is going to be coming towards you to actually make some sort of a love offer to you. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be any other sign, or they may have like those water element in their birth chart. So there is going to be a new opportunity for you, okay, to have a brand new beginning. That's the Fool. But I think that you're still contemplating. This person is still contemplating about how this new beginning is going to take place. We're going to clarify this shortly. Now, in the near future, dear fellow Leo, you have the Six of Swords, the World, and the Seven of Cups. So there is a cycle that's finally closing out. And the good news about this is that the cycle of confusion that's been going on for a long time, I think this is a situation where you was not really sure if this was ended, if it was not ended yet or not. Look, for some of you, this could be a cycle ending and you may be saying, you know what, I'm done with this person. I don't want to do anything with them. I'm over this situation. And, you know, you have options with the Seven of Cups. You already know that. Options in front of you to choose from, right? You have free will. You can choose to do whatever you want. Now, the Six of Swords here talks about moving on from drama and conflict and wanting to create this sense of, you know, harmony and peace. A lot of you have been doing a lot of internal work and healing. And I think that's allowing you to really close the door to the past and allow this situation to unfold in a way that you both can have a brand new beginning. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. So there is an opportunity for you and this person, dear fellow Leo, to have a brand new beginning and to have an equal give and take exchange energy. Some of you are also dealing with an Earth sign, Capricorn towards Virgo. So you do know that actually this is a very spiritual connection with the High Priestess being right there. I think it's just you really trusting your intuition, like really tapping into your intuition to make the right decision when it comes to this person. So let's get into your reading, dear fellow Leo, and let's clarify them cards and see what's going on. By the way, I'm having my coffee this morning. You know, what an amazing day to start my readings with my fellow Leos. For those of you new to the channel, welcome, dear fellow Leo. Welcome to the den of the Leos, of the lions. Ask around, you'll definitely find out about me. For the ones returning, welcome back. I love you all so much, every one of you. So your challenge, dear fellow Leo, is the Temperance. First of all, I want to say something based on my intuition, okay? You know, because I can read without cards. With cards, don't matter. You know what you want? You want peace and harmony. That's what you want, okay? You want to make sure that even though you and this person had a beef together or opinions, differences of opinions or whatever, you want peace, period. You want to alchemize the situation. You are transmuting anyways. I think you've been patient for a long time. You've been really wanting to just move on, either with this person peacefully or without this person, but still peacefully. That's the situation here. So, what did I say? Cards ain't gonna lie. I'm saying, see, intuition on point. It's clarified by the World. The World card represents the last card in Major Arcana. If you watched tarot for quite a long time, you know this means ending, okay? And it's also in the near future as well. So with all that being said, some of you are divided into two groups. I'm seeing here 60% of Leos that are wanting to have a brand new beginning, close this chapter and have a brand new beginning with this person. Some of you are just wanting to move on and close this chapter. That's just, it's as simple as that. I'm saying, so it's clarified by the World, the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So a lot of you, I think that what really comes down to this person when it comes to them, this is exactly what you want. What you want with this person is marriage, family, commitment, sense of home, sense of mega house, sense of stability here, right? A lot of you want to live under the same roof with this person. You truly want, with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a very rich, luxurious, wealthy lifestyle. You want to do a lot of activities with this person. You want to do things together. You definitely are looking forward to the direction where this relationship can take you towards marriage and towards a strong sense of commitment. You're ultimately looking for a strong sense of purpose when it comes to this person. You want to make things work. You want to take it to the next level. I think it's just a matter of you finding peace with this person. Finding that agreement, okay, negotiation that needs to take place between you and this person to move forward. But it looks like right now you seem to be going back and forth. And this person could have been very hot and cold with you in the past. And I think that's why your challenge, part of your challenge here is the Judgment, which talks about, you know, wanting to really make a decision here, wanting to really be very firm in terms of the direction that you want to move forward to. So let's clarify the recent past. I'm going to clarify the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, Leo, in the recent past is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Swords. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel like here that a lot of you felt disconnected from this person. You might have offered this person a brand new beginning. You might have said, you know what, I'm giving you all that I have. You know how we Leos are. Okay, we tend to get overgiving, overextending. And I do see here someone just standing there still and just, you know, not moving an inch. What do you see here? You know, the Knight of Pentacles is actually the slowest moving knight, right? So this person thought about the offer. They were aware of the offer, but they did not move forward to you. They did not move towards you. They did not take action. And I think that a lot of you also had to go through these, and I'm going to say this, not going to resonate with everyone, but many of you started healing some abandonment wounds and abandonment issues that actually might have stemmed from like your past, from your childhood here, you know, from your previous relationships, okay? So you made an offer to this person in the past and it looks like they were just like standing still and not moving an inch. Now, in the recent past, Leo, you have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Two of Wands, the Hangman, and the Chariot. Some of you were dealing with a person that maybe you and this person traveled to places. This person came from a different part of the country, of the world. There is some sort of a cultural differences between you and this person as well. Pisces energy, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. A lot of you, I feel like that in the past, there was a decision. Okay, many of you, you wanted to move towards this direction and they were holding on. Why am I saying that? When you look into the Hangman and the Chariot, those are two very different energies. Those are two opposing energies. The Chariot is all about moving forward. That's the goal that you had, right? That's the vision that you had with this person, moving forward, wanting to really proceed forward into this connection. And then the Hangman is, this is someone that maybe they made you feel that you had to wait, or there was a waiting period and it got delayed and extended. And for a long time, many of you were asking yourself and saying like, why do I have to wait for this person? What about my future? What about my goals? Like, I have a bigger vision. I got bigger fish to fry. And this is someone that was constantly keeping you either wait or keeping you constantly to feel stuck, okay? Just very slow moving energy. Now, with the Four of Wands here, I think there came a point where you still were together. This was part of your journey in the past with this person. Strong sense of community, strong sense of family. There was still a lot of happiness that you experienced with this person, okay, from time to time. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Empress. A lot of you had trust issues. That's the Queen of Wands, Leo, and that is you. So many of you in the recent past, could not clearly see in front of you whether, all of these efforts that you had put into this connection with the Empress energy, all of the investment, all of the sacrifices that you have made for this person, was it really worth it or not? I do see here many of you having big trust issues when it came to this person. With the Seven of Swords, you had a lot of suspicions about this person's behaviors, a lot of thoughts, a lot of questions. I'm seeing here Leos who still kind of like your intuition. We have like one of the most strongest intuitions in the zodiac. I feel like a lot of you knew deep down what to do, but you still kept waiting onto this person. You still anticipated for this person to change or to reciprocate the same level of Empress energy back to you as well. But the biggest part of your challenge in the past was just not seeing clearly where this person wanted to go in the relationship. Lack of commitment, lack of reciprocation, lack of honesty. Okay, so let's get into the present moment here, and this is ultimately has been leading you to make a decision, to make a firm decision. A lot of you have been also really embodying this detachment game, just being very detached, focusing on what's important for you. And I think that's just fabulous. So the Judgment here in the present moment is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Devil. Okay, so the Devil here showed up again. If you know, you know. Go watch Capricorn's reading, you will find out. For many of you, you know that even though you want to be with this person, you do want to be with this person, okay? The Devil, King of Wands, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and that's you. You still anticipate actually forming family with this person, wanting to be with them. The reason why my reaction was that is because literally the Devil has been following Leos in every single reading, and also the Strength or the Sun has been following the Devil, the Capricorn, in every single reading. So take whatever resonates. But I do see here in the present moment, you wanted to make a very firm decision when it comes to this person. Marriage, commitment, there is still some toxic connections and attachments and habits that this person has that need to get rid of. Drinking, compulsive behavior, compulsive sexual behavior, it could be anything, substance abuse, that they really need to get rid of. The Strength's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so that's just part of the challenge, and a lot of you are contemplating, a lot of you are thinking, going back and forth with the Judgment. Should I do this? Should I not? Should I offer my love to this person and actually try to have a brand new beginning or not? So let's clarify the Knight of Cups for you in the present moment, dear fellow Leo. The Knight of Cups here is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Magician. You're manifesting this. It doesn't matter how much they're trying to resist. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are in the present moment. Has it been tiresome? Has it been tiring? Sure. Has it been very much agonizing and painful? Yes, but I do feel like here for a lot of you, dear Leo, there is a situation here that's been really like, you just know it's gonna work out, It doesn't matter the circumstances here. You're manifesting, you're setting an intention here. This person is setting an intention. I think both of you want the same thing. You both want the same exact connection, the same exact thing here, okay? But I feel like that it's the challenges that are coming up in the middle. Okay, and those challenges right here with the Seven of Wands can mean multiple things for you. I think this is very much related to what happened in the past, with who it happened, and if there were other people involved in this situation. Is there going to be an opportunity and a chance for you and this person? Let's talk about that. Let me take a sip. So I'm going to clarify the Fool. So Leo, in the present moment, the Fool is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the King of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So both of you want the same thing, but also energetically speaking, you two actually are still kind of like going back and forth in regards to this connection, whether it should work out, whether is it going to work out or not. A lot of you have achieved a certain level of financial independence, or you're about to achieve a certain level of financial abundance. I think what I'm seeing here Leos who want to be in a relationship with this person, but you don't want to lose your identity and your independence. Because for some of you, you possibly did kind of lose you did lose your identity. You did lose part of yourself, and you found yourself back again. That's out of question. But I think that, when it comes to wanting to have a brand new beginning with this person, step it into the unknown and give it another chance, give it another shot, this is literally about you having a clear vision which direction you both are going to move forward to. And if this is someone that's going to respect you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. If someone is truly going to respect you or not, because I think there has been a lot of disrespect in the past, on and off energy, someone taking you for granted, taking your kindness for granted. And this is the reason why you have the judgment here in the present moment. You know what I'm saying? Some sassy shit out here. It's literally about you just wanting to make the right decision without any hastiness. So Four of Wands, it's all about the marriage, and the card just literally dropped out. So in the near future, the Six of Swords, what I'm going to clarify right now, is clarified by the Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So I see here an agreement being made. An agreement, a contract being activated between you and this person. When you see two pages facing each other that way, it means that someone is bringing the emotions, and the other one is bringing the emotions, the other one is bringing the stability and the plan, the action plan, the actual and factual plan when it comes to the marriage. Because a lot of you really want to see yourself being married with this person or being successful in a successful relationship. And I do see that's what's happening. It's not happening just because I'm pulling cards and telling you, but it's what also my intuition is telling me. A lot of you have been forgiving certain people from your past, your parents. This person's forgiving their parents. There is a lot of people that are being forgiven in the past. This is all energy work. When that energy work is done, when these people are forgiven, when the frequency has been raised, the bar has been raised, then your reality starts shifting and changing. When you do breath work, meditation, gratitude journal, you start actually experiencing the shift. That's why in the near future you have the World Leo, which is about you closing off a major cycle. Letting go, closing off a major cycle and being very detached, focusing on what is it that you need to let go of, no longer holding on to the past story. The world is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Damn. You tell me if the cards do not confirm this. I was so Armenian in that reaction. Look at, what did I just say? What I just said. What did I say, Leo? You just take a look. Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. And that's the chapter you're closing up. That's why my intuition is on point, and I'm here to serve and to slay. The world is talking about closure of a cycle. Three of Swords, did you go through a heartbreak and a painful situation? Yes. Are you going to have a pity party and start talking about it? No. The Knight of Wands, the wounded soldier. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a reading that is very much in alignment with where you are at right now. And this is going to resonate, Leo. This is for you, whoever you are watching this. And I'm sending you a big hug because I think people don't understand. Somebody commented, I think it was Alex. I see you, Alex, the musician guy, the music guy. A lot of people don't understand what it truly means for Leo, how it feels to be betrayed. How it feels for a Leo to feel taken advantage of and taken granted for. There's always this freaking misconception going on around that Leos are self-conceited, they're self-absorbed, they're narcissistic things. You know what? Without the sun, everything is gonna die. Every single sign is ruled by a planet, and all of these planets are literally revolving around the sun. Evolving and revolving and rotating around the sun. Period. End of story. Okay, cross-watchers, if you're a cross-watcher, if you get triggered, go take a cold shower, it'll help. Other than that, Leo, just know your worth and your value, who you are, okay? Nobody from your past is gonna define your worth and your value. Just because somebody was rejecting, being hot and cold, not wanting to be with you, don't matter. You are the king and the queen of the zodiac, period. You know what I'm saying? Period. So you're finally closing off this chapter. You're finally letting go of all of this agony and all of this pain that's been really like holding you back, that's been kind of dragging you down. And we are in number 10th, October, which is the 10th, the culmination, the ending, and that's it. And you have the Seven of Cups here coming up for you, which talks about you having these options and these opportunities in front of you to choose from and realize which direction do you want to move forward to. You have free will. If you want to move on from someone, you can. If you want to manifest something to work out, you still can. So the Seven of Cups is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so in the near future, like I said, there is going to be communication. There is going to be certain things that are going to be addressed into this relationship. The Queen of Swords, she has her hand up above the clouds, looking to the Two of Cups. This means that I think there is going to be a clear crystal conversations between you and your person in regards to the development of this relationship, in regards to actually developing an equal give and take exchange energy between you and them and being on the same page. No more breadcrumbing, no more begging for something, begging for things to work out, okay? So this is an important component for you in your connection. And I think that you still have options. You might even have a couple of people under your radar, which is good. And I think that's really hot that you can still choose from, okay? But I think your focus here is this person, and you have the decision here to make how you want to move forward with them. Now, let's get the advice. And then I'm going to pull the love messages from your person to you. I'm also going to pull some questions and prompts when you meet this person to discuss with them. And we'll close up with the free reading announcement. So let's get into your reading and let's see what's going on. Okay, so let's get into your advice. So you have the Two of Swords. I think you're gaining a lot of clarity when it comes to this situation. So your advice here, Leo, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So I feel like that, your advice here has to do a lot with you realizing that there has to be an acknowledgement of someone's behavior. Someone is going to come towards you, make an acknowledgement. Someone is also going to quit drinking as well. Whoever this person is, could be younger than you, whatever. Someone here is going to quit drinking, okay? And then that's going to ultimately lead to working things out, because you have the Three of Pentacles here, and this is about collaboration. This is a very collaborative energy, wanting to build something together, and that's there with 2222 on the timer. So the advice here is to really be very clear and address the things that you need to address and clarify. There might be some people that are still your person might be friends with or has in their circle. You don't want these people around your person. I'm not saying be controlling, but they also got to understand the limits, okay? So let's talk about the love messages here. What would be the love message here from my fellow Leo's person to Leo's and from Leo to their person? So their message to you is new beginning, sprinkle, sprinkle. A new adventure awaits, embrace it and live your dreams passionately. New beginning. That's what this person is ultimately anticipating with you. But you have the choice here whether you want to close it or not. Your message here is be aware of what you are projecting. For the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So if this person challenged you, if this person was ever competitive, if there was anything that they did not like about you, that's a reflection and a projection. It goes both ways. Okay, so that's that. Let's talk about the question marks here, the question prompts that you can discuss with your person. Okay, so this is very important, and you can share the answers with me in the comments below as well. So, okay, good question. What old wounds am I reopening in you, right? This is about a healing. This is a very sensitive reading, very sensitive topic. What old wounds are being reopened? Mother wounds, like I said, mothership, right? Things like that. Feminine figure as well. It's about being vulnerable with each other and opening up. The second prompt here is, what was your first impression of me versus now? I would like to hear your first impression of me versus now as well. And then I think my first impression of you, my fellow Leos first versus now, is I'm going to confidently say that a lot of you have just quit complaining, or even just putting the old, you're not a complainer, but like you stop talking about the old story. You stop talking about the 3D reality, whatever happened in the past. I'm saying there's some sassy shit out there. Like you have grown so much. And okay. So the final prompt question here is going to be, how would your ex-partner of your last serious relationship describe you? Yeah, tell me about it. How would the person that you were with in the past, the relationship, how would they describe you? Okay, pay attention to how people talk about their exes when you meet them, just in general, friends, people, family members, because this says a lot about them. So Leo, my announcement here is going to be the following, okay? In order for me to give back to the community, if you choose to become a member on my membership site, I'm going to choose 3 people in the month of October so far. 3 people that they're gonna, have a person reading with me, but on the channel. I do it only on the channel. On the membership site, ask a question, get an answer. So you're gonna ask a question. I'm gonna be live on the membership site, and I'm gonna answer the question for you. So it's gonna be below in the description box. There is a join button. If it's convenient for you, feel free to join. In the membership site, I also talk about manifestation, law of assumption, attraction, transmutation, all kinds of different topics. So when you join there is a very beautiful community where we support one another, and it's beautiful. So feel free to do that and to connect with me on there as well. It's just my way of giving back to the community. And that's what I have for now. So dear fellow Leo, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you so much. Take care. Keep that beautiful smile back up, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.